Hello, fellow gardeners and homesteaders. Today I'm doing a video on transplanting some of your own plants from the ground into hydroponics. So these three buckets were compost. I did put some zucchini squash seeds on top here, which are coming. This was just a compost pile, and my word, I'm getting huge tomato plants. And I think this is a cucumber growing over here. Potatoes are coming out of this one. So anyway, and I planted some nasturtium in here too to help with pests. So I put a bunch of seeds in here, and there were too many. These are zucchini, and I really wanted some zucchini in my hydroponics. I'm going to talk in another video about dealing with vine borers, which is a terrible pest that we have here in South Carolina and other parts of the country as well. So anyway, these half barrels that I had that were my compost, basically, I have them layered with, there's some just yard debris, leaves, branches, just natural things that will break down in the bottom. And then I put dirt, of course, in there, and stuck some zucchini seeds in. And you can see I think all of them germinated, because I think there are 8 in here, and I need to transplant some more. So I took 2 plants that were right in here. You can see an empty spot now, and basically I just pulled them up by their roots. Very gently, very carefully, to get as deep as I could, to get as many roots as I could. And then I'll just take you past my beautiful strawberry tower, which on the way I'm going to pick me a strawberry for my breakfast or lunch. And so I come over here. These are my garden beds, but now I'm going over to my hydroponics area. This is one of my hydroponics that is getting ready to have some Swiss chard and pak choi put in there. And my towers, and I took one of those. My towers are going really well. Well, this tower, I don't have the other one together yet. But I took one zucchini plant. Look at this pepper already. And I just went down in the bottom hole, because I try to put them, because they get so heavy, the zucchini plants get so big and heavy. I try to put them in a lower hole in my tower. So I took all the rocks out, and I stuck the roots down in there as far as I could, and then just put these little lava rocks. And today is overcast, which is great. Plus I have this fabric filter over the top of here. And so that zucchini plant will now have, from this tower, will have the water and nutrients running over its roots. And it may wilt a little, and it may not, because it's overcast today. So it will just start there. So in this tower garden, I have a bunch of tomatoes, peppers. I have a couple of rogue cucumbers over here that I need to get the rest of my rings on and get it tied up. There's always more to do around here. So that's where I put one zucchini plant, and the other zucchini plant I'm going to put, I'll show you how I did it, I will put in here. And this is a different type of bed. This is called a deep water culture hydroponic bed. And basically, these are totes that are about 1 foot deep that I've buried part way, and filled with water and nutrients. And there are there's an aerator. You can see I don't have it all cleaned up and neat yet, but there's the hose, and it's like a fish tank with the bubbles for the aerator. This is some pak choi that is growing here. This is my nursery. I let the plants get nice good roots going here. I have Swiss chard that'll be sprouting any day here. It's starting, but you can't see it yet. This pak choi has started in the house in these little things, and they've been in here over a week now, but their roots aren't coming out the bottom yet. I was hoping that we could see them, but they're very happy. You can see beautiful green colors and doing well. So anyway, back to this zucchini squash. When I pulled it up, so I try to get as many roots as I can, but I got a few here, you can see. So I'm just going to put those roots down in, and because this is a deep water culture bed, you can see, if I get out of the light maybe, that the water stays very close to the top. Oh, look at there's a little Swiss chard coming. So you don't want to put this too deep because that root will rot, but the stem will rot. You want those roots to be wet though. So I'm going to put it in there, but I'm going to put these, and in this one I can use just regular gravel or you can use the lava rocks. It doesn't really matter as long as you're careful and you don't damage your root or your stem on your plant. So I want those roots to be down in that water, but not necessarily the stem. And then I'm going to just put a few little rocks on top of here, cover it up, and I want it to lean this way, not on top of my Swiss chard. And this will get too big for here. I will be transplanting the Swiss chard, so maybe only the squash will stay in here eventually. That's the nice thing about these, is you can see there's another little baby Swiss chard coming. You can just pull these up out, and then you can take this and put it somewhere else into one of my towers. And the roots will be hanging out of there eventually. So for today, that's been transplanted. I wanted to show you one other very exciting thing today here on my little neighborhood homestead. And I'm always trying to welcome in the natural animals and things that are around in our environment. I love my frogs, and I have lots of different kinds. I have lots of lizards and things. The other day I found a Carolina anole and I got it to climb my arm. I was very excited about that. But today's find is a female box turtle. I'm so excited. She's in my herb bed and she was over here when we came out. Now my dogs scared her, so she went back in there to hide. But I'm gonna take the dogs in the house so they'll leave her alone. But she was digging a hole over here. And so I'm wondering if she's getting ready to lay eggs. I have had them do that before on my property, and we actually had them hatch and kept some of the babies for a long time. So she's back in there, so I'm going to leave her be and hope that she digs a hole and lays some eggs for me, because again, I love having the natural animals around here. So anyway, that's my video today. It's showing you how to take a plant from the dirt, put it into hydroponics, and another video I'll put up to show you that it's actually growing. Thanks for watching. Bye.